César, felicidades en todo lo que estás haciendo, no solamente con en el mundo del béisbol, pero para la comunidad aquí el día de hoy que estamos recolectando útiles escolares, ¿verdad?
Supe que tú tienes un carro por ahí lleno, que no traíste todo porque en verdad está lloviendo, es cierto. Pero es cierto, yo me preocupo mucho por ayudar a esa gran Esperanza Ramírez, tremenda, y ha hecho tremendo trabajo, no solamente con la fundación de ella, sino con la nuestra. Siempre ha sido mi mano derecha. La fundación, como siempre, con muchos planes. Esperamos que el día 30 de julio alguien cumpla con su palabra que nos ofreció 2 ambulancias para enviarla a Santo Domingo, aunque me doy cuenta que Santo Domingo ha hecho mucho progreso. Yo recuerdo que estuve leyendo en el internet que alguien regaló 32 ambulancias, es decir, que quizá la mía no la necesiten. Y como siempre, los planes que tenemos ahora después del draft, nosotros lo hacemos ya por los últimos 4 años. Invitamos a todos esos jóvenes que no tienen la oportunidad de ser vistos por coaches de colegio, División 1, 2, 3 o Junior College. También invito a los scouts locales. El año pasado y el antepasado tuvimos mucha suerte. El Toronto firmó 2. Yo firmé 2 que están ahora mismo en Santo Domingo. Y así otro equipo. Es decir, que nosotros, somos la fuente de abrir la puerta a esos jóvenes que no tienen la esperanza.
Porque a veces pensamos que solamente en los países nuestros, en el Caribe, que no hay oportunidad de que los scouts lo vean, pero aquí igual también a veces los muchachos no tienen la oportunidad que lo vean scouts de primera clase.
Es cierto. Muchos jóvenes por ahí me preguntan que cuándo tienen la oportunidad de que yo lo vea. Y les digo, hoy mismo, pues yo siempre estoy dispuesto para servirle. Trabajando con los Yankees, yo no me concentro solamente con los Yankees. Casualmente ahora mismo habían 2 jóvenes con tremendas condiciones. El primero lo firmó los Dodgers y lo dejaron libre. Lo vi aquí tirando 96, 97. Traté con nosotros, no teníamos cupo para él. Y no quise forzarlo porque si yo forzo mucho, entonces voy a estancar lo que tengo ya allí. Como ahora mismo Deli Betances, que lo subieron a Grande Liga. Pero tengo 2 que ya lo removieron para ocupar el puesto de Deli Betances. Si hubiese entrado a uno de esos, entonces me había bloqueado. Y son dominicanos. Ok, uno de ellos lo firmó los Phillies. Y ahora mismo lo subieron de una vez, lo promovieron, porque un tipo tirando 96, 98 con buenos repertorios, pues cualquiera le abre la puerta. El segundo creo que tú lo conociste porque estaba bregando con los Pavos el año pasado. Tipo bien fuerte, dominicano de 6'4", nació aquí, Denny Carela. Y for real, amén. 96, 98 tiró ayer y creo que los Phillies lo van a promover el lunes que viene. Y ese es el trabajo de nosotros, o el mío, que si yo veo que un joven no tiene cupo con nosotros, pero ahí quedan 29 equipos. Yo quiero que alguien le dé la oportunidad a ese joven.
Bueno, César, muchísimas gracias y suerte en todo lo que esté haciendo de aquí en adelante siempre. Mucho cariño para usted.
Gracias, se te quiere muchísimo y gracias por esta oportunidad.
Talk to me a little bit about what's your contribution. What's your role in this organization today?
I've been to a couple of events before, and when she reached out to me and said about coming here and what it's about for helping the youth and helping them fulfill their dreams, follow their goals, I say I'm all in, and so happy to be a part here tonight, and I'll be signing autographs for the fans.
Now talk to me a little bit about what else you're doing. No longer playing baseball, what are you doing with your free time?
Well, it's kind of tough to have free time. I have 7 kids and three grandkids. I'm actually coaching my 8-year-old baseball team right now. And I do some work with the Mets and Yankees. And also, my new book comes out June 4th, titled Doc. So it's pretty interesting, just telling my life story from 5 years old. It's just staying busy.
Wow, that's great. Now, speaking a little bit about the Mets and the Yankees, what do you see with the Mets right now? I mean, what things do you think that they need to improve on, and how are they going to improve on those things?
The Mets, obviously, I like the starting pitchers. I think the bullpen, they need a little help, and they need to get more offense. And if I was the general manager, what I like to do is I I would get players that fit the stadium. Since you have a nice stadium that's very spacious, you get those type of players that has speed, that's contact hitters, steal bases. It's kind of like what the Cardinals had in the 80s. They just had one bopper at first base and the rest guys with speed and contact guys and pitching. So I like to see that change, hopefully.
Now, how about with the Yankees, a team that nobody thought was going to be at the point that they are in right now because of the lack of star players?
The Yankees are doing well, and I remember opening day I was talking with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith on the first take, and they asked me who I picked in the AL East. I said the Yankees because they have a lot of other guys, but most of those guys have success with other organizations. And if they was with different teams, they're probably starters. So I said if they could just hold on to the regulars get back, they'll be right there.
And right now, I mean, one of the best teams in the AL. Nobody thought that they would be in that position. Going back to the Mets, what do you think about this historic start that Harvey has had?
Oh, that's incredible. I actually saw him pitch live a couple weeks ago when he went against Steven Strasburg, and just truly amazing. And the thing I most admire him is when he gets in trouble with men on base, he don't try to overthrow where most young pitchers will. He sticks with his game plans and trusts location. And from the quotes I've been hearing that he's not satisfied with just having success, he wants to get better. That's a good thing you like to hear from a young pitcher.
Yeah, well, now you had great success as a young pitcher. What type of advice would you give somebody like him?
I'll say him just remember how you got there. Remember the work that it takes between starts. Be careful with all the different people that approach you because a lot of them don't have your best interests, and still have fun.
Now, just to end, the name of your book, and when does it come out again?
The name of my book is Doc, a memoir with Ellis Hennigan. It comes out June 4th.
So everybody make sure to get that book, Doc, if you want to learn about his life story. Great legend right here. And we're going to continue from Field of Hope's event at 8:09. Bueno, continuando desde el evento de Field of Hopes, ahora me encuentro con el actor Luis Antonio Ramos. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te sientes estar aquí para este evento?
Contentísimo estar aquí para la amiguita mía Esperanza y para la organización Field of Hopes. Mira, qué lindo.
Qué lindo.
O sea, sí.
Bueno, y también, estuve hablando con Esperanza y me dijo que hay noticias buenas para ti en tu carrera, programa nuevo.
Yo soy un actor que llevo 32 años en la carrera y ha hecho muchas películas, mucha televisión, pero ahora Steven Spielberg ha creado un piloto, un programa que se llama Lucky Seven, que es sobre la suerte de 7, se dice en español, ¿verdad? Que es sobre 7 personas que trabajan en un garaje en Nueva York, en Queens, y se pegan en la lotería. Y el cuento es lo que le pasa a ellos, cómo se desarrolla la vida de ellos con ganar tanto dinero.
¿Qué tú harías si te ganaras la lotería?
Ave María, un poco de todo, un poco de todo. Ahora tú sabes, hasta la pelota, el béisbol, cuando tuve un parque como el Yankee Stadium, que cuesta billones de dólares para crear, y el equipo que está ganando total de millones. Como una persona, un padre con niños y una esposa para ir al juego no puede.
Tiene que ganarse la lotería.
Tiene que ganarse la lotería. Voy para Yankee Stadium si me gano la lotería.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias. Volviendo a lo que es Field of Hopes, ¿por qué es tan importante una organización como esa lo que están haciendo?
Los niños no están afuera jugando pelota ya, no están jugando baloncesto, no están jugando el béisbol, no están haciendo nada porque están concentrados en la computadora y jugando con los jueguitos de la computadora. Y por eso es que en las poblaciones latinas tenemos niños de 12, 13 años que tienen diabetes, que están sobrepeso. Eso se tiene que arreglar, y una organización como Field of Hopes hace eso, le da un sitio a los niños para estar afuera, para jugar la pelota y reunirse uno al otro y aprender cómo jugar, no jugar a las pelotas tan solas, pero jugar juntos.
Salir, jugar y disfrutar como lo estamos haciendo nosotros aquí desde el evento de Field of Hopes en el 809. Muchísimas gracias y suerte.
Muchísimas gracias.
Now talk to me a little bit about what your role is within this organization, Field of Hope.
Well, it's really just volunteer work in the Dominican Republic, treating sick Dominicans.
Oh, you say it like if it's nothing, but it's a great thing what you guys are doing. I think Esperanza was telling me that you're getting doctors together to go over there.
That's correct, yes.
Now, what exactly are you guys going to be doing once you're there?
Well, I think we're primarily fixing up a school and treating some sick children.
Now, you practice here in New York?
Yeah, I do, down in Lower Manhattan.
You're a general practitioner?
Yes, I'm an internist, yes.
So, do you have a private clinic or in the hospital?
Why, both. I work in the hospital and I have the St. James Medical Center on St. James Street in Lower Manhattan.
Trying to get you some patients. Whoever wants to go and meet with doctors. If you want to meet with a great doctor who's doing a lot of good things for our community in the Dominican Republic, hook them up, look them up.
And we guarantee a cure for everything.
I don't know about that, but we'll hope for stuff like that. Well, thank you very much and enjoy your night. Thank you. You too. Well, now I'm here with another person who's part of this organization, Field of Hopes. I'm here with David Beck. How are you today?
Having a nice time. Esperanza came to me a few years ago and told me what she was doing, and I wanted to support her. She's just really great, and we're happy to support the organization in any way we can.
You do a little bit of work with the website?
With the website, some of the products that she's selling here, yeah, we're happy to help.
How important is this type of organization in this community?
It's so important, just unbelievably important.
Well, thank you. I know a man of little words, but thank you so much, and thank you for what you're doing with this organization. Best of luck with everything, and enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you.
Esto es algo que nosotros siempre pues hacemos aquí en Nueva York y le damos los apoyos a Esperanza Ramírez porque es una persona que se merece que cooperen con ella y el propósito de esto es para yo ayudar cada día más los niños que en nuestros países recaecen de útiles escolares y de muchas cosas que ellos necesitan. Así que le damos las gracias a todas las personas que vienen aquí con Esperanza a protegerla y ayudarle con el evento. Así que gracias y muy buena noche.
Bueno, ahora con la persona más importante de la noche, porque es la que organizó todo esto en el día de hoy y lo ha organizado durante el tiempo de lo que está Field of Hopes, Esperanza Ramírez, la fundadora de la organización. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien y muchas gracias por venir en este diluvio.
Gracias por invitarme, de verdad que sí. Háblame un poco de cómo surgió la idea para esta organización.
La idea surgió, yo soy madre soltera y tenía a mi hijo en la liga de béisbol y vi la necesidad que había en East Harlem de que hubieran padres voluntarios y empecé por ahí invitando a los padres, me envolví y después quise hacerlo yo, mi propia organización, para tratar de hacer la diferencia. Sí, y también por las donaciones que se están haciendo, vamos a una escuela en San Pedro a hacerle el lugar infantil. Y en marzo tenemos una comitiva de doctores, va a ir a hacer exámenes en San Pedro.
Bueno, no, felicidades de verdad con lo que estás haciendo, suerte, que la fundación siga creciendo como lo está haciendo. En el día de hoy traíste a Dwight Gooden, un pelotero súper legendario con lo que fueron la organización de los Mets, y nada, felicidades.
No, gracias a ti, gracias por tu donación de los útiles también, un placer.
Tengo que decir que también parte de los útiles fueron donados por parte de la oficina RL, Public Relations Firm, que se estaba mudando y me dijeron, ¿quieres esos vainas? Y digo yo, ¡ay sí! Tengo una fundación para donárselo, así que gracias a ellos.
Se te agradece porque todo cuenta, hasta un lápiz que done, todo cuenta y todo se dona y los niños lo aprecian mucho.
Gracias. Bueno, por último, ¿en dónde las personas pueden entrar para buscar información?
A www.fieldofhopes.org y si hay una página donde dice info, ahí está mi teléfono directamente, me pueden contactar a mí.
Muchísimas gracias.
If this was in the Bronx, I would say besides being CEO of Latino Sports, I'm also a candidate for city council in the poorest congressional district in the United States. I decided that I'm going to take my hat off of sports for a couple of months and see if we can make a change, because Esperanza, to me, is the type of, her name is perfect. Esperanza means hope. And she came to Latino sports through a friend who always had a vision for beauty. His name is Byron Hunter. And they met, and he comes to my office and says, I saw this young woman crossing the street, and we started talking. And I know Byron was always talking about good-looking women, but he didn't know that God works in mysterious ways. It had nothing to do with good looks or rapping. It had to do with a young woman who just needed some guidance in terms of the world of sports to see that nothing is impossible. because when she came to Latino sports, she saw a Puerto Rican who came here at the age of 4, who came from one of the most poorest families, single parent, and has survived the streets of the South Bronx, has established 3 businesses, and has gone through public school, first one in my family to get a high school diploma, first one to get a BA, and the first one to get a master's from NYU. And she came to that circle and she saw that there is no such thing as nothing is impossible. And on her own, she went on to work with us on some projects, and I am so proud that she on her own went out and she began to work on her own to do this type of project, to get kids together, to get a program, to get a lead. She invited me to some of them, and half the time I didn't know where I was going. She just told me go, and I went, and I saw these kids playing. And I remember when it first started, it was a small little league. Next thing I know, she's having a dinner. Next thing I know, she's having a banquet. Next thing I know, she's having things with the name of the Field of Hope on it. And this single mother of 2 young men, and if anybody has children here, if you know what it is to have teenagers, then you gotta give this woman credit. She's a single parent of 2 teenagers that I don't know how she's done it, and sometimes, you know, I have to almost help her cry together because I've had to drive and just go pick her up and take her for a drive because I know what it is. And with all of that, this woman, mother of 2, single parent, working to survive in the jungle that we call New York City, has been able to establish a program that we're here to honor today. And that is an incredible achievement. If we were to develop 10, 20, 30 more of these programs, it still will not touch and make a difference in a big way with the number of kids that we're losing. The reality is that if you take 10 Latino or Black children today in New York City, you're going to lose 8 of them. You're going to lose 8 of them to a lot of the issues that affect our community. So the fact that you have someone like Esperanza who's doing 1 of those, then that is a symbol, hopefully, to other women, to other parents, los padres, las madres. Doesn't matter whether you're single or not. If she can take time out as a single parent working to provide for her 2 children to develop this organization, can you imagine if every mother and father who takes their kid not to use the Little League as a daycare center? Don't go and drop off your kids so you can go shopping and then you can go do your thing and then come and pick them up when it's ready. No, become an active parent and do a little bit of what she's doing. And if every parent does just 10% of what Esperanza and her board of directors are doing, I guarantee you we will make a big difference to the Latino and Black children of New York City. Thank you so much, Esperanza, for doing what you're doing. Latino sports will always be there with you. And we know that you have your back. God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julio Pavon, one more time, give a round of applause. Good luck. In 5 minutes, our silent auction will be closing. Once again, in 5 minutes, our silent auction will be closing. Please make your way to the table. Please make your way in and put a bid in. We want to make sure everyone leaves here with a special gift, a special autograph. It is for a great cause. Field of Hope is doing many, many, many big things, and we're very happy that you all came out. Once again, round of applause those of you that came out, stuck around. Thank you so much, despite the weather. But before we continue, I wanted to get someone, mingler. I think we're best friends now. He may be the godfather of my child, if you'll accept. You may have seen him in theater, film, television, New York Undercover, Martin, the Jamie Foxx Show, Law and Order. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up to Do the Right Thing. How do I forget Do the Right Thing? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We're good to go now? Thank you. Once again, Do the Right Thing. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up front to give us a couple words of inspiration and support. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Luis Antonio Ramos. Come on up, son.
Hi, how are you, everybody? Oh, everybody's all spread out everywhere. That's very cool. ¿No tiene hambre? Well, my name is Luis Antonio Ramos. I've been around for a long time. I've been in acting for 32 years. I've done a lot of films, a lot of television, CSI, as the gentleman said, and Martin in the House of Rock and NYPD Blue. I've been at it for a long time. In the fall, just to give you a little background on myself, in the fall I have a show called Lucky 7 that's going to be on ABC at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays. It's about 7 people from New York that hit the lottery. The producer of this blessed event is Steven Spielberg. So I think we'll get a little bit of a run at it for a little while. So that'd be a wonderful thing. I've been friends with Esperanza for a long time. She first contacted me some time ago about what she was doing. And she was one of the people that kind of put in my ear that you have to give back. You know, along with many others who always tell me the same thing. And I grew up in the South Bronx in the projects, not very far from here. And I remember when I was a kid seeing Nate Archibald sitting on the, I don't know if anybody here knows who Nate Archibald was. And Nate Archibald was one of the top historic 50 players in the NBA. And I would see him sitting on a park bench near the house, and while he was leading the league in scoring and assists, and I was like, wow, this guy, he's sitting right there. And I was like, and I remember thinking at 10, 11 years old, because I'm a little bit older than I look, but I remember thinking, I want to do what he's doing. I want to sit there. I just want to sit comfortably in my own neighborhood. So I was in Los Angeles for 14 years, and that thought came back to me, and I came back to New York. And I sit on those streets, and I walk down the streets, and I say hi to the kids, and I don't have the wherewithal to do what Esperanza's doing, which is to raise 2 children by herself, 2 teenage boys who I've had the great pleasure to meet and hang out with, and to also put in the effort that she's putting in with these children in Field of Hope. Field of Hope, Cancha de Esperanza. That's pretty cool, you know. Cancha de Esperanza. I've seen pictures and spoken to Esperanza when she's gone down to DR to provide computers for children who don't have anything, to provide clothes and shoes and socks, and you know. The children of today have decided that they'd rather spend time in front of the television playing with computers. And I didn't grow up that way. I was talking to Andrew Garcia here from Vicena, and he didn't grow up that way. Many of us did not grow up that way. You know, when we were told to be home before the lights went on, the street lights went on. That we were supposed to go home. Kids don't do that anymore. And Esperanza's found some way to keep that spirit alive of playing. Kids need to be engaged, not just boys, but women have to all be engaged in some sort of physical activity. Latinos suffer from the highest rate of diabetes and heart disease. And among the youngest people who have diabetes, they happen to be blacks and Latinos. You know, at 13, 14, 15. And I don't know if you know anything about diabetes or heart problems, but that usually comes from inactivity and eating Twinkies. You know, you can eat the Twinkies if you're physically active. You can't. You know, if you're not physically active, you're just asking for a heart attack. Whether you're 15 or 50, you're just asking for a heart attack. So, and Twinkies is out of business. So that tells you a lot, right? I can't say enough about Esperanza and what she's done. It is immeasurable. I grew up playing baseball. I was socialized through baseball. I learned to play with others. I learned to do the things to get along with others, to work as a team. I learned those stupid little sayings that you always hear around big time sports. But when you hear it as a boy, and 12, 10, 13 years old, it makes a very big difference. And for me, it changed my life. You know, I love baseball. I got a chance to sit down and talk to Dwight Gooden. And we got to talk about that big game, right? That big game in 1986, where I was supposed to be at a rehearsal, and no one showed up, including me, because we were busy watching them beat Houston. All right, I'm proud of what Esperanza's done. Field of Hope is beyond the capability of some people to even conceive of or think about, because our world has changed. It's changing daily. It's changing daily. Children are dying in hurricanes. You know, there's children around the world that have no food. We're sitting here eating our little picadillas, but there's children around the world that have no food, no shoes, no underwear, no clothes. La Cancha de Esperanza, the Field of Hopes, helps provide some relief in that respect. And I'm proud to be here. I will do anything for Esperanza at any time from anywhere that I'm at. So I hope that you feel the same thing. Somebody's bidding against me in that Mariano Rivera thing. I know who they are. Be careful. I'll get you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Louise, round of applause. Thank you so much. Don't go too far because it's going to help us pull that raffle. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do this raffle. This raffle has been going on for a couple months now. This is for third place. This is for Albert Pujols framed poster. Albert Pujols framed poster. I have a team member, a staff member with me, and she's going to help me with this silent auction because that's it. It's closed. It's official. So if you put your bid in, hopefully you got something that you were looking forward to getting tonight. If not, just know that your donation, well, possible donation, helped to raise funds for a great initiative, which SB Esperanza is going to be talking about in a couple minutes. But let's get this party started. So Marianne, let's shout them out. We want to know what it is and who won you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are sitting down, you just stand up for a moment because the reason why we're here tonight is for this young lady. You've heard about her. You've heard about her great raising up two great young men, responsible young men. This lovely woman, I'm proud to say, is a friend of mine and someone that I hope to do many ventures and positive ventures with the youth in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Esperanza Ramirez, come on up, man.
First of all, for those of you that know me, I am so nervous. I am so touched for everybody that showed up and for the people that also paid and couldn't make it to the event. I'm so grateful that you guys are here. I think it's been an unbelievable night. I can't thank you guys enough to come, especially in this weather. And the reason why I started was really to try to help take as many kids out of the street as I can. And I am so grateful to know that now that I have a great board and we're doing whatever it takes, and we've been able to raise a lot of money and help a lot of programs. And I really feel that this is our year. We have many events going on. We have an event in August going to the Dominican Republic to school. We have another event next year with doctors coming to the Dominican Republic. I really thank you for all that you guys are doing and how everybody is supporting me. Everybody that I call, show up, support, send letters. I'm very touched by all the love that I feel here this night. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks my board that without you wouldn't be here. Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Hold on, no, you're not going to speak anymore, but I do have Stephen representing Lega de Baseball, as well as Mr. Miguel Rodriguez. They wanted to present you as well as Mr. Prescott with something, so before we leave, you definitely got to get the certificate. She was trying to run away from the all evening. She's like, I don't want anything, you should have kept the paper. Save the ink, save the ink. But definitely you deserve it, so. No, we're going to dance. We got about 15, 20 minutes of some straight dancing. He's ready, so I believe this certificate. You want to say something, Steven?
Yeah. We wanted to thank Esperanza Ramirez and Cesar Prescott for the collaboration they put towards the Liga de Baseball Miguel Rodriguez and for helping it prosper. Slowly but surely it's happening.
As far as I'm speaking, Esperanza, en nombre de la Liga de Béisbol Miguel Rodríguez, dice, Liga de Béisbol Miguel Rodríguez, los mejores atletas por un mundo mejor. Le da las gracias por su coordinación y el poder que usted ha tenido con nosotros y ha hecho con la Liga, que son cosas que no lo hace todo el mundo. Pero en nombre de la Liga de Béisbol Miguel Rodríguez, le deseamos que tenga suerte y siempre se eche para adelante y tiene un apoyo con nosotros fraternal a como dé lugar. Cuando quiera, las 24 horas, ese celular es para usted, llamarlo y nosotros tratar de hacer todo lo posible. Así que, eso.
So all in all, what he said was that he gives thanks to her for the collaboration that she's putting towards the league. That he supports her 100% with anything he can, and he always tries to give back to her the same way she's giving back to him.
Thank you so much. Definitely wanted to shout out all of the sponsors, volunteers, all the items that were donated. This could not have happened without you. This is definitely a non-profit. Thank you so much again, guys. This is a non-profit, and without your help and your support, this would not have happened. SB, this is the first one in the book. First annual, right? Definitely not the last one. Once again, shout out to the Field of Hopes team.